McManus about ready to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Back at the 35-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And trying to find Jackson Smith and Jigba. But now it's 3rd down. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating.
And the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led out by their quarterback, a day 3 selection in this year's draft.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards for number 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Rifles one, it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
And 9.
Working out of the gun. Love. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
It's 4th down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Oh, he's got that wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
It's a gain of 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 1. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10.
Walker now on first and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Seahawks, first down.
Walker with another carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
At the 31, 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Now Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. Now a second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the Packers' 24-yard line.
Here's Love. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Here we go now on first and goal. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
36-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win, and the defense is calling.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's now second.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd and 3.
Love looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
Able to pick up the first. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
At the 27-yard line.
Going back to Love. That's taken in by Arroyo. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he got blown up on the
that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Packers are 12-4 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him.
And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Love now. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down.
Love, they go play action now.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. Throwing. Love. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Packers offense and their running back getting set to go once more.
As we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently second in that category.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Hey, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Up the middle, Jones.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
LaQuint Allen, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Brings up third down and 10.
Love from the gun on third down. This is Coleman with the ground. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And out will come the offense. offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a give up the middle. A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. They keep it on the ground. Out again. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Shoves him off at the 20. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
104 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Walker hitting the ball is out. And the Packers pick it up. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw here. Yeah, he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football and making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Now they go screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba. Calling a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Smith and Jigba. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, Love. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Love will sneak it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Love from the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Love. He's got this one complete to Perriman. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
2nd and 2 at the Packers' 16-yard line.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Damian Martinez. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the move past the 40. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Packers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Love. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
They can thank their defense. Touchdown, Packers! An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now Love. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Love looking to throw it. Looking for Perriman there. He's got it. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
19 yards. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. It's caught by Coleman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he loses the football a second time. And the Packers pick it up. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Reese Knight on the tackle. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Second down and a yard.
Now Allen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good. Packers, first down. It's a gain of 3.
On the toss, here's Allen. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Golden. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. He's got his line back out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks 22.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Packers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
One last shot now for Love. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice